Welcome to everybody for this press conference on this Global Climate Risk Index. It analyzes the world's countries' affectedness by the adverse impacts of extreme weather events such as storms, floodings, or heat waves. German Watch is, since the first beginning of the climate negotiations and the climate convention, active in these climate change issues as a North-South initiative in Germany. And on a regular basis, we as German Watch present significant information to decision makers and to the public. And in the same direction, we are working with these indices.
This is the annual climate risk index, the results for the year 2006. We basically work with 4 indicators. You see them at the right side, which is the number of deaths due to weather-related extreme events, the deaths per 100,000 inhabitants, the losses in million US dollar purchasing power parities, and the losses per GDP in percent. In this 10 most affected countries, the first 3 ones are the Philippines, Korea, Indonesia. Both in Indonesia and the Philippines, there were more than 1,000 deaths in the year 2006. And both also had very significant losses. Philippines was 4.4 billion US dollar and Indonesia was 2.5 billion US dollar. It's perhaps interesting that 8 of the 10 most affected countries belong to the group of developing countries. So we have a very significant share of these 10 most affected countries from this country group. In the case of Philippines, the index value is 4.0. And that is calculated by the ranking in each of the different indicators. And you see it, ranked death, Philippines was number 4, in relative death also number 4, absolute losses number 5, and the relative losses number 3. And so the average ranking is the index value, and in the Philippines it was this year 4.0, so it's a relative ranking. It's always a relative ranking compared to the other countries. Since a relative approach or relative calculations have different strengths and weaknesses than as the absolute calculations, we decided to include both approaches. If you just would take the absolute ones, you will always have China and the US in the beginning or in the upper part of this ranking, because they are very big countries. And if the country is bigger, if more people live there, and if there are more goods that could be destroyed, it's not surprising that the damages or the deaths are higher. And that is why we also included the relative indicators. That is very important. You only have limited conclusions from if you just have a look at 1 year. And so that's why we also took the last 10 years and to get a better impression of how the countries are affected over a longer term. This 10-year ranking is very much impacted by some very extreme events. And this becomes particularly obvious in the case of France and Germany. These countries are usually not, I would say, addressed as very vulnerable countries. But in 2003 there was this very extreme heat wave in the middle of Europe where in France more than 15,000 people died, and in Germany about 7,000 to 8,000. But even if there's only 1 or 2 extreme events in 10 years, that even shows the countries are not prepared for such event. And that was very clear also in the case of France and Germany. They were not prepared to such a very significant and extreme heat wave. So I would like to finally draw some conclusions. The Climate Risk Index analyzes how extreme weather events impact on countries, entailing absolute and relative indicators. That's very important. Serves as a complementary tool of analysis, indicating a certain level of countries' vulnerability. It's not sufficient to just take this approach. We all know that vulnerability and vulnerability to climate change and extreme weather events is a very, I would say, encompassing concept. And so this could just be seen as a complementary tool, but I think as a very transparent one. And last point, long-term observations with this analysis perhaps will serve as an indicator for how successful countries prepare for extreme weather events. Perhaps just one example. Mozambique very often is impacted by floodings, and I think in 1999 there was a flooding with about 700 deaths, very significant. And 2 or 3 years ago there was similar flooding, but since the country had started to implement a very effective early warning system before, the people were warned and there were almost like 10 or 15 deaths. It's interesting. So just as a concluding point, that the Munich Re Foundation was involved in setting up this early warning system, but it shows that preparing for disasters is at least possible. It will not always be sufficient, but there are solutions that we have to talk about and that we have to promote. Thank you very much.